All right, ladies and gents, I made it. Had some huge issues getting things set up today. Running so far behind schedule, and that is on me. I deeply apologize, but I am here. I do have the teams in lobby. I think, please, Lord, please. I hope we'll be able to get this match off the ground. I'm not going to waste any more time. Teams are ready to go. Let's get this one started. So we have a Division C West quarterfinal matchup. Last night we saw Guys Gems versus Psycho Swarm as Guys Gems moved on 2-0. But tonight it is Team Awesomesauce, the number 4 seed, up against the number 5 seed, Team Mapitas. And the winner here will face Guys Gems in the divisional semi-finals. Let's talk about what happened during the coin flip or map selection process at the start of this. We had Team Awesomesauce coming in as the higher seed, so they got to choose between first pick or map pick, and they wanted the first map, so they banned away Volskaya. Team Mapitas banned away Cursed Hollow. Now here we are, map number 1 is Braxis Holdout, with Team Mapitas being the first to pick here as they ban away Garrosh. Team Awesomesauce quickly bans away Chromie. Whew. Okay, and I didn't switch scenes. There you go. So we saw Garrosh banned away, we saw Chromie banned away, and I can actually update map number 1 to say Braxis Holdout. There we go. Boom. So as you can tell, I'm very flustered. I just spent the past 2 hours trying to do things in OBS, and it just would not work, and was one of the most frustrating experiences ever. So after this, and probably for the rest of the night, I'm going to be spending it completely deleting everything OBS has and starting from scratch, because there's some sort of bug going on in my installation file. Something weird's happening. But let's talk about this draft. We got Stukov picked off the top here by Team Mapitas, and I think this is a hero they love. They like having the heals. He's really good here on Braxis Holdout, but also good here on Braxis is Goldan, who's going to be the first pick for Team Awesomesauce. So I'm going to pair with a Muradin. Muradin, of course, being great at getting between the 2 lanes here, able to hop through where the boss is, get over onto those beacons, and really be one of the heroes. Also Genji and a few other heroes can do it, but one of the few heroes that are able to be that mobile here on Braxis Holdout. Number 2 and 3 picks are in for Team Mapitas. It's going to be ETC and Ragnaros. Ragnaros being a huge defensive tool, and when I say huge, I really mean it, because Molten Core will come into play on any opposing Zerg pushes. Ragnaros will hop on those forts and keeps and push back any sort of insane push from Team Awesomesauce. You also can opt to go into a lava wave, which is an additional form of wave clear that Ragnaros is known for. Will he go that? I don't know, but I think it's definitely a tool that could be useful. Ban set number 2 here. First was Team Awesomesauce banning away KL Thas. I think it's an alright ban here, because they've already banned out the Chromie. They're now banning out a KL Thas. They picked a Goldan. So that's 3 mages that have effectively been taken away by Team Awesomesauce, leaving at least the Jaina as an option. They might want to go into something like a Junkrat maybe that acts as a mage and has pretty good wave clear. But for now, it's Team Awesomesauce with the number 3 and number 4 picks for their team. And they're going to go with Sonya in the solo lane to go up against that Ragnaros. And they're going to pair it with the Junkrat. So another hero that I mentioned that Team Mapitas might want to pick up for the wave clear, with Junkrat now taken off the board, it's going to lock them into a Jaina if they want a mage. I don't think they want Kel'Thuzad. They could go into something like a Nazeeba, which has plenty of wave clear, but is that enough? We will see. Just not a lot of options left in terms of wave clear and mages. What am I overlooking here that Mapitas can pick up? I'm sure they're also thinking the same thing. Yeah, I really can't think of much that's going to be super insane wave clear right now. 10 seconds left on the clock for Mapitas. Can they figure it out? Because of course it looks like I can't. Malfield and Jaina. So they do take the Jaina. Looks like they'll probably keep this Ragnaros down in the bottom lane. And that means Malfield up against Sonya. It's actually a really good matchup. So a quick little switcheroo.
Let's save some lives.
Team Awesomesauce was expecting the Ragnaros up top, but I would fully expect this Malfield to be taking that matchup on the Sonya. And for now, this is game number 1 draft complete. In chat, what do you guys, who do you think is going to win this? Do you have a favorite in this draft? I think I like the draft from Team Awesomesauce slightly better. The Morales isn't perfect, but it does act as a pretty good battery for Gul'dan. It can keep Muradin alive. But any sort of area damage coming out from Jaina, Malfield, Ragnaros, it's going to be really tough for Morales to heal that sort of damage up. This will definitely be a good game. We have the number 4 seed going up against the number 5 seed. Team Awesomesauce coming in with a record of 5-3-3. Team Mapitas entering tonight with a record of 3-7-1. So it's a difference of 2 points in the regular season standings for Team Awesomesauce over Team Mapitas. But these two teams are very evenly matched. And if I did my homework, I would have checked when they played previously this season. I'm going to try to flip through really quick and find it. Week 4. And it was Team Mapitas taking the 2-0 over Team Awesomesauce in week number 4. So will they have similar results here this evening? Only time will tell. All right, on the left-hand side, we have Team Awesomesauce. It's 7-uppers on the Junkrat. Akash is going to be playing the Gul'dan. Tribulation on the Muradin. Funk Panda will be playing the Morales. And up in the solo lane, it's going to be Prudentius 69 on the Sonya. Top lane for Team Mapitas is Holly Mayan playing the Malfield. Down on the bottom side here, we have Ragnaros played by Team Ariu, Mac on the Stukov, Denoso the captain on ETC, and B-Net player going to be playing the Jaina. Quick peek at these level 1 talents. We have Gul'dan moving into Chaotic Energy. That's the Drain Life build, which is a huge surprise to me, especially here on Brax's holdout. You really want to get that wave clear. I usually go into Echo Corruption. Already we see ETC getting Concussion Mine back, but has a power slide back to safety. Max going down pretty late silence, not doing too much there. Early wave clear advantage. Looks like it will favor, as expected, Team Awesomesauce with a Gul'dan and a Junkrat. They should have no trouble pushing this lane out. Being that player taking off a bunch of damage there for Gul'dan. Up in the top lane, we see Holly doing a decent job against Prudentius. Grabbing a globe. 7-uppers on the Junkrat. He's falling low now. Stukov trying to whack him a couple times. Morales there. Getting that heal onto Junkrat. And all the members of Team Awesomesauce and Team Mapitas are at a decent amount of health right now. As the first beacons are spawned. A great concussion mine once again on ETC as a power slide away. So this is really a lot of Gul'dan poke right now. And waiting for Stukov to get extra talents here to help spread that damage, or spread out the healing from all the damage that his team is taking. Because Gul'dan is doing fantastically so far, making sure that all of these members are keeping their health bars very low. Muradin dwarf crossing onto the beacon, trying to control it right now. ETC is at half health. There's really not too much he can do. So the channel will start for Team Awesomesauce. Up at the top, you see Malfield trying to work on Sonya, but Sonya, this early in the game, pretty strong. Malfield might be able to push her off, but for now, it's Sonya winning this battle as Holly is about to die. Had to back off of that. Down here in the bottom now, we see Team Mapitas still not able to push past the Muradin and Gul'dan. And this is likely going to be a full Zerg wave for Team Awesomesauce.
The enemy will have to deal with a much larger wave of
Alright,
Zerg
so
than
let's
we
see
would-
what Ragnaros wants to do. He's at 20% health, waiting on a couple heals from Stukov. Probably going to hop in this Molten Core here, and I will leave you to the sounds of Ragnaros. Molten Core has expired. Team Mary, you've fallen pretty low there. He was already low when he got out, but had to be careful because Murden was looking to shark the kill right there. But it's the fort doing damage to Murden right now. He's going to have to get healed up by Morales, and he does. He's able to survive. Now back over 50% health. As his heals start kicking in, First Blood is on the Gul'dan, who is a little bit too far forward. So all in all, it ends up being a wall down from the Mapitas, but they do pick up First Blood. On the top side, it's Malthiel now starting to get his Black Harvest stacks going at 13 right now. Will definitely help on the Sonya, especially later on if we can complete that quest. But for now, I expect to see more of Sonya winning this matchup, picking up Hurricane to get the slows removed. 7-up here's with a great concussion mine, knocking Stukov and Jaina over the wall. BNet player falling low, but they might find this kill on Junkrat, and they do. And okay, ETC was taking tower shots there. I thought they were gonna be able to get away, but ends up being a 1-for-1 trade. Awesomesauce grabs their siege camp. These are Firebats now pushing down this bot lane. As Stukov looking for the Hearth. Will he get it in time? No. Mac gets delayed there, and we'll have to stick around with Ragnaros. No Molten Core available right now, and Jaina is not here, so it's going to be all up to Ragnaros to try to clear this out, but he is scared of that Gul'dan damage. Also low on mana. Stukov and Ragnaros low, so that's going to be the first fort of the game destroyed. Meanwhile, up in top lane, we see Holly still working on Sonya. Both are very healthy, as now the rotation coming out from Team Awesomesauce. They're going to try to jump onto this Malthiel the next time he sticks out in the lane. See if he has an idea of it. Yes, and it is scouted by Denoso. They see that this team is here waiting in that vent. And we now have 5 members from Team Awesomesauce here in the top. Ragnaros still in the bottom. And I think this will be a lane swap between Ragnaros and Sonya for now, as all 5 members of Team Awesomesauce are looking to assault this top fort wall on the side of Team Mapitas, and so far they're getting pushed back a little bit because they don't have minions, which is giving Ragnaros out in the bottom lane time to soak some more XP. Here comes Sonya. She's sitting near the boss trying to see if she can find anything. Gonna take a safer rotation, it looks like. Up in the top is still more of the same. Of course, now we have one good spread from Stukov. He'll be able to get extra bio kill switches off to keep his team alive a little bit longer. Great power slide there onto Murden, but an even better concussion mine from Junkrat and Denoso. So slow right now and cannot get away. That's a kill on ETC, now 2-2 in kills. The channels have started. Beacon progress advancing for Team Awesomesauce in the bottom. Sonya is not going to have much issue at all up against his Ragnaros, so you can consider that all but handled by Prudentius 69. And in the top lane, it has been Team Awesomesauce pushing back Mapitas constantly with the threat from Gul'dan, the threat from Junkrat, and the tanking up front by Tribulation on that Murden. Gonna miss a Stormbolt there, but the concussion mine once again by 7-up here is gonna secure a kill on Jaina. Now it's 3-2 in kills, almost level 10 for Team Awesomesauce, as we see the beacon progress has been stopped in the bottom lane, but Ragnaros will not be able to hold that for too long. Prudentius is there once again. Sonya going to grab the channel, and that is likely going to be another full Zerg wave, as another concussion mine knocking back 2 more. Denoso and Holly Nyan pushed back so far, not going to die there, as Stukov is there to provide some heals. But look at this, level 10s online for Team Awesomesauce, as they have a 100% Zerg wave. Horrify, Riptire, we got Avatar, Medevac, and waiting on Sonya. It's gonna be a leap. So this fort has to be quickly conceded, as there is no way for Ragnaros to hop into that Molten Core when Murden was that far forward. So they're gonna sit back at their keep now. waiting for the Zerg to approach, and here goes Ragnaros once again into his Molten Core to clear out Zerg Wave number 2. Bottom lane though, there's a leap on Malfield. Caught that one just in time. Prudentius finding a kill in the off lane. Here we are back up top. Zerg Wave still alive. Molten Core has expired. And this has potential to be the first keep of the game. Denoso looking to push back the Gul'dan. The silence is being held very long, but finally Murden able to cancel it. Members are going to be able to walk forward once again. We still have a Riptire and a Horrify. There's the Horrify. Trying to find BNet player on that Jaina, but not going to be able to secure a kill there. Jaina able to back off, and Morales trying to heal up 7-up-years. Holly looking for it, but couldn't find it. No energy right now, Morales. Not able to heal up, and finally coming back is that energy meter. They don't get the keep. A great defense there by Ragnaros and company on Team Mapitas, but they are now 3 levels behind. Still no level 10s, although they are very close. And this game is fully in control of Team Awesomesauce, looking for a bit of redemption after that Week 4 loss to Team Mapitas, and so far so good here on Brax's holdout. So let's take a peek at these level 10 heroics picked up by Mapitas. Doing stage dive, last right, massive shove, Ring of Frost, and the Lava Wave. And speaking of Lava Wave, here it is, pushing that top lane back. Not going to do too much to this Merc camp pushing, but they are able to clear out the wave. And here's a flight, and here is likely a dead Stukov as the Riptire is looking to secure it, and it does. 7-up-years finding yet another kill, sitting on top of this game with 4 already. And it is quickly on the boss for Team Awesomesauce. That's the rhyme that I intended, but this boss, Beacon's going to be activating shortly. The game is remaining in full control of Team Awesomesauce, and I don't think there's going to be an answer for this boss because Molten Core should still be on a timer. 7 looking for another concussion mine, not going to find that one, but they will find yet another camp. Paint the entire map blue as Team Awesomesauce has control of all 4 camps currently. And here they are looking for the top lane as the boss is pushing the bottom. They want to get a keep.
Looks like the
if they're going to go clear the boss and bot, they say, hey, let's get here to top. Finish off where we started. It's already sitting at 40% health. Ragnaros, so popping into Molten Core, trying to get in some sort of defense. Let his team catch up, and this boss is still sitting at 10% health. Finally killed. And here comes Team Mapitas finally as Ragnaros is finishing his Molten Core. Stage dive not connecting onto anything. And here comes the damage. Will they be able to find it? Junkrat looking to find it. Gul'dan looking to find it. There's Sonya spinning on it, and they do. They get the keep, and that is huge. Massive shove pushing back. And Murden, Ring of Frost not connecting on anything. Here's a Riptire. Gonna knock back the Stukov and do a lot of damage to him and everyone. Oh, and it might. Oh, it is. Tribulation. Finding the kill on Stukov. The leap landed on ETC, and 2 down. Here's a Horrify looking for more. This Team Awesomesauce. Jaina's in a really awkward spot. Will they find the concussion mine? Don't need it. Tribulation still very healthy. Has the avatar popped. Will they move on to core? The death timers are very short. The beacons have spawned. And it looks like Team Awesomesauce will be content marching back to those beacons, getting their 3rd Zerg wave, and playing this game a bit slower as it's still so early in the game. Only 11 minutes and 15 seconds in. And both beacons will be picked up by Team Awesomesauce. Waiting in a bush, here's Tribulation. Gets a trap there connected onto the nose. He's going to power slide back and get stunned yet again. Here's Sonya looking to spin on all these members. Silence is placed down by Stukov as to finally break it. Stage dive, not hitting anything. Puts him in between his team members. And the damage from Gul'dan, once again, will it be enough to find a kill? Concussion mine was placed, but no one was in a place to walk over it. And this is 100% Zerg for the 3rd time. Mapitas has not been able to get 1% this entire match, and likely going to be threatening the 4 on this one because there's no Molten Core this time. Lava Wave still down for 45 seconds. There's no sort of defense from Ragnaros this time. Let's see what Team Awesomesauce has for us here. wall down. Silence had to be used and was not very effective. There is a molten core. He's able to use it. Will he have a Q to slow down some of these members trying to spin? Riptire and the Horrify. Not going to finish off anything. They're looking to finish off Malfield, but they found the ETC first massive shove, pushing back Sonya. But they're going to get this keep. Ragnaros in a terrible spot. He's going to fall. 2 down now. ETC down for another 15 seconds. Zerg's still alive, and Awesomesauce is looking at this core. Tribulation is in that avatar form currently, trying to find a stun here on Malfield. Does get it, but the silence is in a good spot. They do get the kill on Malfield, so now 3 dead. ETC will be spawning in 2, but is it enough? He has stage dive available, and he's going to use it. Going to land on Morales and Gul'dan. Akasha split, but it is all too late as Team Awesomesauce takes game number 1 on Braxis Holdout. Here we are, match summary brought to you by Nexus Gaming Series, and it was Akash with a talent build. I wasn't fully expecting the Drain Life at level 1, was expecting Echoed Corruption instead. Threw a curveball at me and ended up with the top hero damage in the game and plenty of it to spare. Junkrat very close behind, 43k to the 44 of Akash. MVP of this game, really good job by Morales, picking up 3 kills of her own, plenty of healing, kept members alive. Just a fantastic job all around by the entire team of Team Awesomesauce. Let's take a look at these talents here. And that was game number 1. This is a best of 3 set this evening, so you guys continue sticking with us. I'm going to chat with the captain from Team Mapitas and figure out where they want to go for map number 2. So hang tight, and we'll be back in about 4 minutes. Welcome back to the stream. Murder here once again, bringing you Team Awesomesauce up against Team Mapitas. Quarterfinal match, Div C West. Currently, Team Awesomesauce leads this matchup 1-0 over Team Mapitas. They won on Brax's holdout. Teams are ready to go. We're going to start draft number 2, and we are headed to Dragon Shire. So first pick will be handed over to Team Awesomesauce here, as this was the map selection by Team Mapitas. Losing the first map, they chose map pick here. They want to go to D-Shire. Braxis wasn't their cup of tea, and they're looking to get back in this one. It is a best of 3 series, so lose here and you go home. Team Mapitas trying to hang in it and bring this to a third map and maintain their position in the playoffs here in NGS Season 4. Last map, it was a Chromie ban off the top for Team Awesomesauce. This time it's going to be Stukov, banned away by Team Awesomesauce. So while we have a moment, I want to talk about the Regen Invitational. Those of you who have watched my stream in the past know that I'm trying to host this event before Season 5. You can see on your stream that way, there is a bit goal. We are at 87.18% thanks to all of you who have contributed this season. Every bit you donate on my stream will go directly towards the prize pool, and the teams you see playing this evening will be invited to that event. Team Mapitas and Team Awesomesauce will have an opportunity to play if they so choose. So if you're a fan of either Team Awesomesauce or if you're a fan of Team Mapitas, consider donating, because you are directly contributing to a prize pool that they will be able to earn. 5 seconds left, and it's going to be Gul'dan banned away. They were not thrilled with Akash and the ability he had in game number 1 to throw out that mage damage on the Fell Lord Gul'dan. So pick number 1, it is Garrosh. He was banned away in map number 1, but chosen early here by Team Awesomesauce, and I don't know if there's a quick and easy answer for Team Mapitas facing up against a hero they did not want to participate against in game number 1, but they're going to have their first selections here, and hopefully they will be able to find something that will be able to bring them to map number 3. They need to find a win here on Dragon Shire, or their season is over. What direction does Team Mapitas want to go? Do they want to get their tank early? Will they move into another early pick on something like we saw in map number 1, which I believe they had the Ragnaros fairly early? They're going to go with Dahaka and Hanzo here. Hanzo is a great answer to Garrosh, has plenty of range to stay out of that grasp of the giant orc man. And he's able to reduce some of that armor at level 4 with his auto attacks. Hanzo and Dahaka are the picks for Team Mapitas. Picks number 2 and 3 on the clock currently for Team Awesomesauce. They're going to go with their Sonya once again. It's played very well in game number 1, and they're going to pair that with a third selection here. Wouldn't be surprised if we see the Junkrat again. Chromie's available as they banned away in game number 1. Is that a hero that they want to play? No. It's going to be Lunara. A hero that was recently reworked. Does a tremendous amount of siege damage. Has great area poison that she's able to apply onto enemies. And Splintered Spear, one of the most dominant talents in her kit, will likely be selected, and it allows her to get her auto attack after casting her Q onto 4 targets, and if there's not a good answer to heal up that damage, which is currently not selected any healer for Team Mapitas, they're going to have to find an answer, some sort of area heals to deal with this Lunara here in map number 2. There's still things like a Lucio available, which I think is a pretty solid counter to Lunara. Will they go that route? time will tell. Currently, we're in ban phase number 2. Mapitas on the clock with 5 seconds remaining. They're going to ban away Morales. Funny to note, we saw Morales in game number 1 go with the medevac. I don't believe we saw one medevac played the entire game. Didn't need it. Ban number 2 now on the clock. Team Mapitas, they're going to get rid of ETC. So both teams taking away 2 heroes that were played by their opponents in game number 1. Repsychic in chat. Murda with no shades on, but still looks fly. You know it, man. You know it. I got my HGC shirt on today. HGC Finals. See if I can get that on here. HGC Finals. Of course, it's in reverse because I like my webcam in reverse, so I'm facing the direction of everything going on here. Because if I didn't, it'd look like I'm looking this way, which doesn't make a lot of sense to viewers. So a little behind the scenes of why my camera is always in reverse. Because it just makes more sense. I'm following the action. Following that action, baby. You love to see it. Picks 3 and 4 on the clock for Team Mapitas. They need a healer. They need a tank. They have a solo lane. They have their first damage. They need to find another damage, though. What's their answer for Lunara? It's going to be Ragnaros again. And a Lily. Okay, so
New
they're
follower
gonna
detected.
try to hope the blinds from Lily is enough to deal with Lunara. I want to say thank you for that follow. It's Unicorn Stampede clicking the button that time. Mongoose 22, you made it, my friend. Talked to you last night. I was like, is Mongoose gonna show up? Sure enough, you didn't let me down, my friend. Welcome to the stream. Picks 4 and 5 on the clock for Awesomesauce, and they need a support. And they need a secondary damage to pair with Lunara. Probably something that can finish off kills. Wouldn't be surprised if we see something like a Genji pop in here. It's going to be Kael'thas, so not a Genji. And a Karazim. Did not expect to see him, but what a cool skin. What a cool skin by Karazim. Excited to see that one come into play. Last pick for Mapitas. They have 2 damages. They have their solo laner. They have their supports. This has to be their tank. Do they have a tank to deal with Garrosh with ETC banned away? I don't know what they want. Maybe a Diablo. The Muradin's available, I think, is decent. Not the best, but is at least able to dwarf toss out of any flips. What will the choice be for Mapitas as their season hangs in the balance, potentially with this last pick? Can they find an answer? Will there even be an answer? 10 seconds left until we find out. And it's going to be a variant.
A great destiny.
All right, ladies and gents. This is the comp for Mapitas, a Dahaka, Hanzo, Rag, Lily, and Varian up against a Garrosh, Sonya, Lunara, Kael'thas, and Karazim. Who do you think is going to win? If you think it's going to be Team Awesomesauce, throw a hashtag TA in chat. If you think Team Mapitas has what it takes to come back here in map number 2 and bring it to map number 3, throw a hashtag TM in chat. Let's see what you guys think. I'll tally up those votes. I'll let you know who you think is going to win it. Currently 27 viewers here. Unbelievable numbers here on a Friday night. NGS Division C West quarterfinal matchup. And this is potentially the last map of the night. Unless Team Mapitas has it in their cards to win this map on Dragonshire. Do they have what it takes? Dono saying they botched the swaps.
Prepare for combat.
In Discord to me. Alright, so you can read this. It says they messed up the swaps during the swap phase. So they want to remake. Akash is okay with it. So we're going to back out. Reset this. Draft will stay the same. Bring you back to the webcam scene for just a second as I get this set up for everyone. We're going back to Dragonshire. No big deal. We've been through this before. Make myself an observer. Throw out this lobby link. Stick it on standard. Make sure the teams are organized properly. I've run out of water. Give me 1 second here. BRB quick. You guys continue hanging out. Let me swap this member. We're waiting on one more in lobby anyway. I'm gonna go grab a drink really quick. And I'm back. That was quick. Teams are back. I'm gonna go hit start. Did I? Oh. Okay. Sorry, I had one of the members on the wrong side. They are selecting heroes. Waiting on everyone to ready up. Waiting on one more. Ready. All right. Okay. We're loading into game. We didn't do a draft. We had all the heroes picked. Looking at the chat, I asked you guys to throw some hashtags at me. And it looks like currently 3-1 in favor of Team Mapitas. And here we are.
Prepare for combat.
In this map number 2, it's Dragonshire. And on the left-hand side, we're in the blue tonight. It's Team Awesomesauce. They're up 1-0 in this match. Funk Panda on the Kerosene. Tribulation gonna play Garrosh. 7-uppers on Lunara. Akash the captain on Kael'thas. Up in the top lane it's gonna be Prudentia 69 once again. Playing that Sonya. On the right hand side we have number 5 Team Mapitas. Mac is gonna be playing the Hanzo. Holly is on the Varian. Team Maryu once again on the Ragnaros. Denoso, the captain, on the Lili. Switching on to support this time. And up in the top lane, it's B-Net player on the Dahaka. Level 1 talents on your screen. We do see Convection from Kael'thas. Is that a story point to be made here? Kael'thas taking a very risky talent. Will it pay off? Meteor build from Ragnaros to see if that pays off for him. Currently, it's Denoso getting flipped and sitting in a Kael'thas bomb there. We'll get back. We'll be able to tap, heal himself up with some of those cups of his. And once again, it's Awesomesauce leading the wave clear department heavily on the first little skirmish. And already rotating the bottom, clearing those up with Lunara. On their way back to mid, they are dominating this early game. Wave clear. Top lane, as expected, Sonya easily handling that Dahaka for now.
Ancient shrines awaken. Control them.
Rotations continue as it looks like Team Mapitas is fine with a 1-3-1 split for now. Camp started by Lunara right as it spawns. Quick early macro pressure started by Awesomesauce here. Akash is going to join and help finish that quickly as Tribulation rotates to the mid to sit on that wave. Camp is cleared and will now be pushing down the bottom lane as Varian is waiting there on the point. We'll capture it. Top will be a different story though, as I'm pretty sure Sonya should have no issue against the Dahaka. But look at this, Mac showing up on Hanzo, gonna leap over the wall, spear connecting early on the Mac. Dahaka's already low and Sonya's moving the opposite direction of him. Will back out. Now Dahaka will be able to channel the top, but the bottom is taken back as Varian has fallen. First blood here in game number 2, going over to Awesomesauce, and they are on their way to level 4. These last 3 minions will be able to get it, and the Siege Giants still very healthy, no damage to them yet, and look at this wall fall. Towers are down, the wall is down, the Siege Giants are still at 100% HP. Sonya is now able to channel that top altar, and Awesomesauce got down a well here. 2 minutes and 20 seconds in. They got a well on bot side. That is huge. It's going to give Mapitas a lot of issue trying to hold down that bottom altar. Up top is Sonya against Dahaka, and I believe this is going to be very easily won by Sonya. Looking at her level 4 talent, she went with the Hurricane once again. Might have liked to see Shot of Fury up against Dahaka, but that's fine. Bottom side is Varian falling again. Early deaths from Holly, and it's 1 for Lunara, 1 for Karazim. 2 deaths on the Varian. Mid lane being pushed out by Ragnaros, but rotation's coming out by Lunara. Dahaka able to channel that top once again. Prudentius will be able to make a move onto it. Currently Dahaka playing close. But let's keep an eye on this mid battle. Oh, and actually there's another one breaking out on top. The direct connected from Dahaka, uses his burrow. Sonya falling pretty low, and now Dahaka is starting to control this matchup, and flip from Garage got the Varian really far back. Infection stacks at 8 now from Kael'thas. Akash doing a pretty good job so far. They got to control this bottom. They got to leave it to Sonya to win that match against Dahaka. Lunara was about to make her way up there, but ended up choosing not to. So bottom side currently still held by Awesomesauce. Holly very close here on Garage. I don't think Garage wants to make a play until his team gets a little bit closer. Went for it there as Tribulation didn't find it, as his camp is now started. Level 7 talents are online. Take a peek at him here. Burn Flesh and Kael'thas. They do a lot more damage. There's a Molten Core by Ragnaros. Going to push members back. And yes, they do. Garage trying to get some tosses around, but this Ragnaros damages the story, and they did kill the first one from Mapitas in this game. They find it onto Kael'thas, and those convection stacks are dead. Throw your F's out in chat because Kael'thas is back at 0. Both altars currently channeled by Awesomesauce, but on the bottom side, it's the Captain Denoso and Holly able to get that one back into their control from Mapitas. Sonya's still having issues with Dahaka up top. He is in that tissue regen, which will help him survive against Sonya, and now it's Hanzo here. Put a little extra damage on Sonya. Will they be able to find this kill? They do. 2 on the board now from Mapitas. They are making their way back into this one. But they have to figure out a way to push onto this 4-man stack from Awesomesauce, because currently they haven't had much of an answer outside of Ragnaros' Molten Core, which, as you know, is on a very long timer. I believe it's 120 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see if I can figure that out really quick. Yeah, it's 120 seconds. I was right. You gotta believe. You gotta know you're right. When you're right, you're right. Here on the bottom side of Lunara chasing down Lily. Varian's here as well. Will the toss happen? It does. Varian in trouble once again. Holly trying to get away, but there's a cleanse. Is there enough healing from Lily? No. And Denoso's also poisoned. He's going to fall. It's a double kill for Team Awesomesauce, and let's give them opportunity now to continue their siege, as there's a double minion wave here with them, and only Hanzo in defense. They're getting to work on this fort. Will they be able to secure it? Garrosh's going to play forward onto Hanzo, make sure he doesn't get any free arrows onto these minions. And there it is, first fort of the game handed over to Team Awesomesauce on the back of a double kill there. Fantastic job. Now level 10's online. Pyroblast, 7-sided strike, Thornwood Vine, leap once again, and Warlord's Challenge. Tribulation, you can see if he can find anything here. A little cheeky with his minions on board this mid tower. Kael'thas looking to get a little damage forward on it. And they do get the topside tower there in the mid wall, down to about 15% health. Karazim working on another siege camp. Topside still in control by Dahaka, and we see Hanzo making a rotation there again. But just outstanding play so far from that player, keeping Sonya back. And this could be a play. There's the taunt. And there's another kill on Sonya. Great combination of abilities by Mapitas. They're finding blood where they can. And they're going to look to start working down this top wall. That's going to give Awesomesauce opportunity to grab this Bruiser camp on the bottom. They already have Siege Giants pushing down this lane. So it's going to be a double Merc pressure from Team Awesomesauce in the bottom lane, and Mapitas is going to have to start making this rotation as only Lily's here in defense. Ragnaros is here as well. He's working on this Siege Giant camp of their own. Denoso, though, in trouble, getting slowed by Lunara, not be able to find a kill. Garrosh now scouting out this camp and does see that Ragnaros is there. The rest of the team showing up. Akash throwing out some flame strikes. Getting his stacks back up to 3. Remember, he was at 8 or 9 before he died earlier. And here comes the clearing effort from Team Mapitas on this bottom wave Merc push. Sitting at mid, though, is Team Awesomesauce. They're going to be able to get some towers down here in this wall. Sonya trying to get Dahaka, but still not able to do it. Will Dahaka find this kill? I don't think he will. Akash is here now. There's the leap. Here's some heals from Karazim, and that's actually, it's going to be, yeah, dead Dahaka for the first time in this game. And control of both beacons will be handed over unless Varian has anything to say about it. He does, charging in on Kael'thas as Sonya left this and Karazim left as well. Dragon Arrow connected from Mac and reset again is the Kael'thas. Convection back to 0 for the second time. But Mapitas still finding kills where they can, and when it's on Kael'thas with the convection at level 1, it's huge. And when you guys in chat see that this has been reset for the second time, you're gonna hate to see it. Cruiser camp being worked on by Team Awesomesauce on the left-hand side of the map. They're gonna get that with ease. Garrosh now face checking the bush with Varian sitting in it. Taunts out onto Garrosh. Here's Sulfur smash, and Garrosh is very low. Has his armor reduced by the Hanzo. Mac gonna pick up the kill. Now 5-5 in kills. I know they weren't on even talents, but Mapitas making it happen. Down those talents. They're gonna be able to walk up top, clear out this siege camp pushing, and they still control the channel on top. Dahaka able to get this one on the bottom. Kael'thas trying to walk down on him for now. See if he can get there. With this Karazim, DNAP player could be in trouble. Flame Strike connecting. It looks like Adaptation was playing, gonna get some health back. Holding it as long as he can, but has to back out as here's the Pyroblast will be burrowed out by Dahaka. 7-sided strike was a little bit too late there by Funk Panda as the rotation now coming in from Varian. Rest of the team not there as they have to defend mid. Sonya was able to walk back onto the top. Varian's now channeling his bottom side altar. So a little ring around the rosy currently. 13s for both teams. Let me show you those talents. Ragnaros still hasn't picked his, but it's Primal Swarm from Dahaka. Mass Vortex. Juggernaut for Varian. And Mounted Archery for Hanzo. Cruiser camp being worked on by Denoso and Mac. Hanzo able to rip through that pretty quickly. Bottom side, though, it's Dahaka potentially in trouble. Gonna brush stalk to a bush very close by. Use that as an escape. Top side, currently in control of Mapitas, but Ragnaros does not win this matchup right now against Sonya. We'll see if Varian can make this rotation, and here it comes. Looking for the taunt. There's a leap out, had to be used, but smartly used by Sonya, keeping herself alive. Top channel gonna go back over to Team Mapitas. They have a Bruiser camp pushing this top lane. The response is gonna have to come out. Taunt there played by Garrosh, moving into this mid lane. See Dahaka trying to move towards the bottom side. Varian's here as well. It's a full 5-man stack from Mapitas here. Sonya's still up top all by herself. There's a Wisp, gonna scout out Dahaka, killed by Hanzo. 7 up here is looking to get that spread damage. The Stormwood's fine. There's another double Flame Strike connecting. Here's a taunt on Garrosh though, and he's falling low. Armor reduced by Hanzo, but walking away, Mr. Garrosh. Camp though trying to be taken by Team Mapitas. They will get it. They're gonna be able to walk down to these Siege Giants and clear them out as well. Ragnaros currently up top against Sonya. even on that fight. And this map is really all over the place. Dahaka able to burrow down on that 7-sided strike, but it's not going to matter. BNEF player has fallen. Nice body blocks there by Tribulation playing Garrosh. So they're going to have to maintain control of the top side, but Varian's making his way back up here. Holly going to try to get a taunt onto Sonya. Has her leap back up. Last time we saw her use it. This time just going to walk back on her own 2 feet. So another opportunity for Team Awesomesauce to continue their murking. Getting that bruiser on the bottom side. Mapitas waiting at mid. Waiting for Dahaka to respawn. Here comes a Wisp to scout out Hanzo and Lili here. Look at the stacks. Back at 4 is Convection. Tribulation finding the toss, finding the stun, and that is one dead Hanzo. A quick set of abilities. Locking down the kill. Make it 7 now for Team Awesomesauce. They have level 16 talents now. Kael'Thas leading the way with 3 kills. 4 assists. Garrosh been in on most of these. Dahaka gonna walk onto the bottom side. Knows that Awesomesauce isn't here. So that will prevent any sort of channel on the dragon. We're 13 minutes in, still no dragons yet. Blind onto Sonya. She gets a cleanse before any sort of taunt was able to be played by Varian there. But Garrosh is not here right now. He's up in the top lane, and Ragnaros can be able to walk in on that altar, pick it up. Gonna have both in control from Mapitas. Let's look at these level 16 talents. Banner of Ironforge, Pick Me Up, Tunneling Claws, Meteor Bomb, and Piercing Arrows. So with all these in control of Mapitas, they have to figure out a way to get on here. Garrosh doing a great job in that bush. Try to walk forward on Hanzo there, but he was able to scoot away. Top side. There's a 4 down for Mapitas. Going to get them a level lead now, 17 to 16 in their favor. Dahaka walking through a weird spot, has Tunneling Claws, but now looking for Akash once again. Dragon Arrow going to connect after that initial CC, and that's Kael'Thas down again, but this is going to be Hanzo. Unless the Cubs can keep him alive. So far, so good. Warlord's challenge is there, but there's a great Sulfurious Smash going to get a kill on Garrosh, and now it's a double kill from Mapitas. But Sonya's here doing a lot of spin damage, getting health back. Will she be able to survive so far? Yes, finally falling. Varian's still here, Ragnaros still here, but the spread damage from Lunara could be enough to kill Rag, and yes sirree, he's dead too. Dahaka, the only one left, looking to finish up Karazim. Can he do it? No, the heals from Funk Panda are enough so far, and Lunara with her slows, with all of her damage, there's nothing Dahaka's been able to do to get out of this. I believe this is going to be a mega kill, and yes it is. Mega kill for Team Awesomesauce. Gonna give Karazim and Lunara with Kael'Thas just respawning opportunity to get onto this top shrine, move and pick up the first dragon of the game. Will it be Kael'Thas? Looks like it might be. Yes sir, Akash is making his way onto that dragon. Lunara is gonna clear up that bottom side. First dragon of the game going over to Team Awesomesauce.
Comes for you.
So it was the most exciting fight thus far. Ended, oh wow, early ultimate there by Hanzo. I guess it was to prevent Garrosh from giving the flip onto him. But used early, and that is a 70-second cooldown. Still 55 seconds remaining on that. Brushstock coming the same bush as Garrosh. Here's a tongue onto him. Will they find? Yes, the taunt is great. The taunt, they find a kill on Garrosh. Now it's just a 3-man push of the Dragon Knight. I mean 4 if you count the dragon itself. They're working on this keep wall. They get the keep wall. They're now going to rotate over to mid most likely. They're backing up. They don't have their tank. Dragon just picking up some waves in bot. They are conceding any sort of extra push with this dragon. 13 seconds remaining. And it looks like Kael'Thas is just going to back up to his wall and let it expire. Giving Mapitas opportunity to work closer to their level 20s. They got to find some more structures in this game because they are back that full level. Level 20s are so close for Team Awesomesauce. Thornwood Vine going to slow down Dahaka, but he gets a little speed boost there from Ragnaros, able to back out. Now Mapitas likely going to move on to the siege camp. Yes, they are. They're going to steal this away from Team Awesomesauce. Bruiser camp picked up on the top side. Siege camp stolen away on the bottom side. And they want to find more. They're moving on to this Bruiser camp bot as Team Awesomesauce is clearing out that first siege camp. Now they know level 20s are here. They have to start moving. Lily might be in trouble. Very close to Garrosh range, but Garrosh does not pull the trigger. Decides instead, hey team, let's get this Bruiser camp. Let's push with it. Let's get this keep. They have that Talontier advantage. Will they use this camp to their advantage? Garrosh finding the bush, finds a Varian. Holly gonna have to use his taunt, use out one of his protected statuses, leap onto that camp stolen away by Sonya. And his Varian in trouble, getting poisoned up by Lunara. No one's here to protect Halamayan. He's gonna fall. And now there's no tank in the bottom side. Dahaka's up top. Their only form of a warrior bruiser in this. I mean, Ragnaros is here, could Molten Core, but didn't opt to use it. And now a double camp push with a Pyroblast, bringing Hanzo down to 44 health. But he does survive. Molten Core finally coming out, but not before the keep was destroyed. Level 20 is finally here for Team Mapitas. And Rag did not select his level 20. We'll see if he wants to go towards the Sulfurous Smash upgrade. Heroic difficulty was not chosen. I thought perhaps that's why he was trying to hold his Molten Core so long. Shrines are activating. Bottom side, we see Sonya sitting there already. Lunara scooting her dear butt up to the top. 7-up here is going to grab that. Mid side, scouted out by Garrosh. Karazim not too far behind. But so far, they got to wait for Sonya to catch up. They got to wait for Lunara to catch up. Everyone from Team Mapitas is almost here. Varian is now rejoining the team. Could be a 5v5 fight here over this shrine capture. As we do see, heroic difficulty was picked up. Alright, very patient so far. Mapitas waiting out as long as they can. Trying to keep Hanzo in range to do some free poke damage. So far, it appears that Awesomesauce is scared to move forward. They're waiting for their opportunity, but they have not yet found the opening. Look at Kel'Thas, only at 5 stacks on his convection. 2 more there for him, now it's 7. Dahaka making his way down to the bottom side, gonna try to find that channel for his team. Still has a brush stock available, could even move up to top. His level 20 talent is Essence Claws. Bot side catapult starting to work on the shields of the core. Someone has to back up. It's going to give Prudentius opportunity to grab this bottom shrine. He does grab it. Siege camp taken away there by Team Awesomesauce. And now Mapitas back in mid, but Hanzo's really far away. Does have played the game. Will he throw that arrow? Not before the 7-sided strike takes care of Lily. No support, didn't get to use cups. Dahaka's likely the next to go as that leap was on point by Sonya. Finding a double kill, and I think this is a march on core about to come out from Team Awesomesauce. Remember, if they can get this core down, that's it for Mapitas. Their season is over, and Team Awesomesauce will move on to next week up against Guys Gems. Here comes Molten Core, and it does go off. Ragnaros looking for a last-ditch attempt to save this. There's the Dragon's Arrow from Hanzo. Will be able to find enough damage. Molten Core has expired. Sulfur Smash, though. What happened there? I didn't even see it connect. What happened? Is that a bug? Was that some sort of bug? I don't know. What kind of nonsense was that with the Sulfurous Smash? But nonetheless, that's it. Game number 2 in the series going to go over to Team Awesomesauce. Didn't even see it connect. What happened? Is that a bug? Was that some sort of bug? Okay. Didn't quite catch the full replay there, but yeah, very crazy. Let's look at this match summary. Your domination tonight handed over to Team Awesomesauce, and 7-Up-Yours, our MVP of the night, played the Junkrat in game number 1 so well with those concussion mines, and here in game number 2, leading the way with hero damage 66k. 8 of the kills belong to him. 7-Up-Yours, congratulations. Your team is advancing to the semifinals in Division C West. Taking a peek at these talents if you want to go back and check these later on during the VOD, as I'm going to try to reach out to the captain for Team Awesomesauce. Akash, we'll see if he's around. All right, so waiting on someone to join me. I asked Akash to send 7-Up-Yours. We'll see if he joins. What a set, though. Gutsy play by Mapitas in game number 2. They did their best to hang in it. They found a lot of kills, 11 of them, but they were never able to really make the push onto the dragon. There wasn't much opportunity for them to march onto it. The Garrosh did a great job of zoning, flipping people back. Very scary hero. He says no. Anyone want to do it? Okay, so 7-Up-Yours did not want to do an interview. We might not be getting one. Feels bad, man. These guys don't want to be on stream. I must be scary. Okay. Looks like we're gonna get Funk Panda, played the Charisma in game number 2. Patiently waiting for him to show up. But what did you guys think? Mongoose, yeah, the instant replay. I tried adding that in today, and I think it messed up something in my OBS in the process. I was supposed to be on cartography tonight, and didn't end up getting to use it. But the instant replay feature made it in. Hey, Funk Panda, welcome, man.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing well. Congratulations tonight on the 2-0 victory. You guys are moving on to the semifinals in Division C West. You're going to play against Guys Gems next week. So how does it feel getting the 2-0 victory this evening?
Oh, it feels really good. I can't describe how jubilant I am right now and how good I feel about our match today. But our opponents played a very good game, and we did our best to play a good game as well. So cheerio to them. They did a good game, and we hope to see them in the next season.
Yeah, cheerio to them indeed. I know Mapitas really looking to move on to the next round, but you guys put the dagger in their season, eliminating them from the playoffs. I want to talk about game number 1. We saw a Morales, and is that something you guys like to pair with Gul'dan frequently, or?
There's a few reasons for the Morales pick on Braxis this game. Number 1, Braxis, first of all, their team was not very dive heavy. They picked ETC. ETC he has a little bit of ability to get in, but in general, it's mostly he has to walk forward. Medic does very well in teams that have to walk forward to engage, that don't have hard dive. So that is reason number 1. Reason number 2, Gul'dan with Medic is a very good pick. Gul'dan needs a battery, and even though Ariel has come up in the rankings lately, Medic is still a very good choice right now for that pairing. And rule number 3 of why we picked Medic in that pick is I believe that Medic is a good pick against Stukov. She has the ability to interrupt the silence from a range that Stukov normally would feel safe putting it down. Even though that didn't really come into play, I feel that Medic is a strong pick against Stukov. So that was another reason for the pick.
Yeah,
in that match.
Really valid points there on all 3 accounts, and it was played really well. The only thing we didn't see was the medevac. Didn't have to use it at all.
Nope, we kind of snowballed that game, so didn't need to use medevac.
I was like, wait, I don't remember seeing a medevac all game. Okay. Game number 2, though, we see you switch gears a bit, and you played a Karazim. Is this a hero you've gotten to play much recently, or it worked out? 7-sided strike was dominant there.
Yes, Karazim is very strong right now. He's being slept on. Most people don't think he's very strong because even though after the Malfurion and the Sukhov changes, that lets the other supports come up, and I believe Karazim is very strong right now. He has the ability to increase the speed of his team very well. It would allow us to disengage from a few fights that they tried to force, and so it was a smart choice for that matter.
Yeah, really well played. I want to talk about your teammate, my MVP of this evening, 7UP Yours, doing such a great job game number 1 with the concussion mines on the Junkrat, and in game number 2 picking up 8 kills on Lunara. What an outstanding job. How's it getting to play with a player with that sort of skill here in Division C West?
Oh, 7-uppers. Oh, well, funny story about 7. He actually has autism, and so he's very good at playing the game, but his social skills are lacking. And so we have to sort of coddle him to get him to play because he doesn't really, he doesn't talk much. So we kind of have to really hold his hand due to his disability. So as far as his ability to play, it's very good. But unfortunately, the young lad, he's kind of hard to deal with. But he's a good young man. We'll work with him through one day.
I love your honesty, man. I thought he did a really great job tonight. I was very impressed in both games with what he brought to the table. Led your team to victory, but really it was a team effort from everyone on Awesomesauce tonight. What a great job, and well played, getting the 2-0. And next week you're up against Guys Gems. You guys have any initial scouting on what you want to do against these guys?
No, at the moment I can't say that we do. I've told in other interviews that normally that we don't do much research on our opponents, just due to our whimsical nature of our team. We are a group of friends that enjoy each other's company dearly, even our young autistic 7-uppers, and we feel that we don't really need to engage in research in the game, so we just go with the flow normally.
Okay. Any comment on the week 1? They took a 2-0 over Team Awesomesauce. Is there any memory of that week 1 match that you still have in your mind?
No, it's so on our team we have a very wide roster of people with different play styles, but unfortunately the 2 players that are on around the most, myself and another one, Holy Growl, we're both support players. So when both of us are on the same team, it sort of messes with the dynamic. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So it's so our team is weaker when both of us are on it. But I feel today we had our A team, even with the autistic 7-uppers, and I believe that today was our stronger team.
Okay. Well, very, very strong effort. Congratulations once again. Before I let you go, though, I want to give you an opportunity to give some shout-outs. If you have anyone watching or might catch the VOD later on, the floor is yours, Funk Panda.
These shout-outs are so silly in my opinion, but I will shout out to a teammate, the Holy Growl. He is a streamer on Twitch, twitch.tv/theholygrowl, and that's about it. I have nothing else to say.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining me, Funk, and best of luck next week up against Guys Gems. Twitch, that's all for this evening. Thank you so much for stopping in. Tonight you saw Team Awesomesauce take the 2-0 victory here in the quarterfinals up against Team Mapitas. Catch me next week. I don't have anything on the schedule quite yet, but you can count on Murda having a few casts coming your way. For now, though, I'm going to leave you with a simple goodbye. Until next time, NGS, peace.